Hey there, this is Troy Baker, and this is a piece of Schmidt.
It's fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna start off my mindfuck
Do it.
movies right now
Okay.
with a movie called damn it.
That's a good one.
Whoa, Ricky. Calm down, bro.
I keep wanting to say The Hunger Games. It's
a mindfuck.
It's the something games. Game.
The Starving Games?
The Starving Games.
It's a weird ass movie with Michael Pitt. It's a remake of a German movie, like scene by scene.
Oh!
Hobo with a shotgun.
Are you sure it's not like Battle Royale? I think
No, that's a Japanese film. That's amazing.
Like the raid.
Michael. Oh, I'm just gonna look at Michael.
What's it about?
Hold on.
Are you serious?
Hold on.
Michael Pitt looks a little bit like a pit.
Funny games. Motherfucking funny
Oh
games.
god, yes, funny games.
Mindfuck. That's probably my favorite mindfuck movie. Okay.
Really?
So,
Not Fight Club.
what's her name? Naomi Watts, her husband, and her son.
Is her husband Tim Roth?
Tim Roth, yes.
There we go. I've seen this.
Fucking yeah. So they're driving with this really nice boat. First of all, the intro is amazing. So it's a top-down scene of them driving next to a lake, right? And they have this really nice sailboat and their little nice SUV, their Range Rover, and they're listening to classical music, and that's what the music is. And they're like, can you guess this one? And then he puts in a new CD, and then the wife's like, oh, is this Dostoevsky or whatever, tries to guess this. And then they're guessing a song, and right in the middle of a song, it goes, Funny Games in red, and it's this crazy German metal music, like, it's crazy. And you're just like, okay, I did not expect that, but whatever. So they get to their house, and then there's a knock at the door, and they're all unpacking or whatever. The husband and son are putting the thing in the water, and she's unpacking the groceries or whatever. This guy knocks on the door, and he's in this white golf suit, like he's gonna go golfing, like white shorts, white polo, sweater, and white gloves or whatever, and he has a little golf club with him. And he's like, hey, I'm staying with Miss whatever down the road, and she was wondering if she could borrow a couple eggs. And she's like, yeah, okay. I didn't know she was here this time of year, but yeah, okay. And then opens the door, and he comes in, and she gives him 2 eggs, right? And then the dog, they have a dog, and the dog comes in and like jumps on him, and he drops the eggs. And she like, oh damn, and cleans it up or whatever. And he's like, kind of stands there a little bit, and he's like, can I have the egg? Can I have more eggs? Because the dog dropped my eggs. And she's like, yeah, okay, fine, you can have some eggs or whatever. And she brings in the eggs, and it's really awkward or whatever. And then the husband comes in, and he's like, oh hey, I'm whatever, and just borrowing some eggs or whatever. And then his friend comes. He has another friend who's in the same outfit, and so anyway, something happens, and they end up like hitting the husband with the golf club, right? Incapacitating him, holding them hostage in the house, and like playing these fucking weird games with them. And they're like, let's make a bet, okay? By tomorrow, I bet you'll be dead, and you bet that you won't. You want to play? and they're just like bawling and crying or whatever. The husband's leg is broken. So anyways, the son ends up running away, getting a shotgun from a house, bringing it back, and is going to shoot the guy, right? Going to shoot the main bad guy. And that's what happens. Well, actually, he shoots his friend, the guy who came later. Mm-hmm. And the guy, Michael Pitt, goes, no, that's not fucking what's supposed to happen. Like, God fucking damn it. And like, searches around, he's like, where's the fucking remote? Give me the remote. And like, puts up the couch and everything, all the couch cushions, finds the remote, and he pushes the button, and it goes rewind, and then everybody starts rewinding.
What the fuck?
And then they go back to the shotgun scene, and he takes the shotgun from her, and he's like, fuck you. Like, that wasn't supposed to happen. So crazy.
Isn't Michael Pitt the same dude from The Purge? The villain from The Purge? Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's great at being creepy and like
he's
he could play
Boardwalk Empire too. He's got big fish lips.
He would play a great
See?
That he do.
Yeah.
With the way he smiled in The Purge and Funny Games, if Batman wasn't as popular as it is, he could play the Joker.
Yeah, and who's playing the Joker now?
Jared Leto.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Goddamn,
long as it's
37
not Matt
hours.
Damon with Ben Affleck.
Dude. You know what? I'm gonna give Batflick a try.
I'm not saying
I
I'm
am.
not.
Hell yeah.
But I'm
Ben
just
Well,
Affleck.
you're a Kevin
saying-
Smith fan. You believe what Kevin Smith says. Ben Affleck can play the shark in Jaws.
I would love to see
told
that.
He told
I
this
would
funny
love
story
to-
that like at the Q&A or whatever that Ben Affleck, like, some people love to watch their scenes. Like, Johnny Depp won't watch him himself at all. So in Tusk, he'd be like, oh, let's look at this, whatever. And Johnny Depp would be like, oh, is that me? Nope, can't watch that. Like, he doesn't watch himself at all, won't watch any of his movies, has never seen a Pirates movie.
No way.
Right, or any of his movies. And then Ben Affleck is the opposite, where he's like, let's fucking do this. Like, he gets the popcorn and he's like, oh, yeah. That guy's
Oh, by the way, I improvised that entire scene. That wasn't what I was supposed to say.
Yeah.
Funny enough, that mine was supposed to be no.
Yeah, Funny Games is so fucking weird. Anyways, they end up dying, right?
All of them?
They kill all of them, and then they take their sailboat and early the next morning, and they sail it over. So they have the wife, right, who's like tied up and bound and gagged, and they're talking about like quantum physics. Like they're talking about something really abstract and really weird. Like, does this, like, if this world existed in another world, blah blah blah, and all this stuff, and it's like kind of a hidden meaning of what's going on or whatever. And like halfway in between it, they're just like, they're almost to the house, and he's like, oh yeah, and just like pushes her off the thing, and like they just keep rowing, or they keep sailing over to the other house, and then they just knock on the door, and this lady wakes up in the morning, he's like, what? And he's like, hey, we're staying with so and so, can we borrow some eggs? And then he goes, Funny Games.
Funny Games.
It's so good. I don't know why I love it, and a lot of people hate it. It's very graphic. It's very violent and twisted, and like the protagonists don't have a chance at all. There's just no, because when they do win, he fucking rewinds it. So that's my fucked up mindfuck.
Your mindfuck movie.
I mean, I've got anime just listed off the top of my head right now, thinking about them.
So I've got an actual mindfuck movie.
Mhm.
It's a horror film called May.
Oh yeah.
May. You've seen May?
Yeah.
So May is about this girl named May, and she's really
Name Susan.
You know, she's really antisocial. Like, she's got a really horrible, like, lazy eye that she.
Do they spell it
man.
M-A?
No, it's M-A-Y.
Yeah,
Just
okay.
M-A-Y. And she's really antisocial, and she like
Probably
has.
awesome asses if it was M-A-Y-E. People would be like, "What the fuck is May?"
And she's trying to like, you know, become a little bit less antisocial, little bits at a time, and like her mom is completely overbearing. And she gets, where does she get a job? Does she get a job at like an animal hospital or something?
Yeah, I thought she was like an assistant vet or something like that.
Yeah, so she's
Some
an
sort of
assistant vet, and she
animal
works
thing.
with her only kind of friend, who's Anna Faris.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is it?
Yeah, it's Anna Faris.
Polly, yeah.
But like throughout the entire film, she's just monologue in her head. She's like monologuing her thoughts, and she always just points out people's body parts that she thinks are really
Weird.
perfect.
Oh.
What? So like Anna Faris, I think she says her hands are perfect or something like that. Really beautiful hands. I know it gets.
I like hands.
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
has 7 pound penis.
So
It looks like a baby's arm holding an apple.
so she's
A tripod.
and so like she's actually starting to become friends with Polly. You said right?
Yeah, Polly, yeah.
So, but she hates it when there's someone else who takes up Polly's time, like her boyfriend and stuff.
It gets a little single white female.
A little bit, yeah.
Single.
Mindfuck movie.
Single white female.
You've never seen that?
No.
Okay, we'll go over that
So,
later.
anyhow, as
Are you
it
serious?
goes on, she's also. So was it her mom who was making her those dolls?
Oh, I forgot. She had a troubled childhood because of her lazy eye. Remember?
Yeah, she her like eyes really bad,
Yeah.
and she's starting to get it better. When she gets really stressed, all of a sudden you see her eye just start looking really far.
Gotta check those peripherals.
So the part.
She meets a boy named Blank.
Wait, the guy's
Boy
name is actually
named
Blank.
Yeah.
Creative writing at its best, really.
Seriously.
No, and again,
I'll come back to this later. Actually, you know it's stuck.
Yeah.
and again, she starts becoming more and more little more out there, but her mom is still like insane.
Yeah.
And all through her room, she has these like very special like porcelain dolls that she's never was allowed to play with, even as a kid. You're supposed to be seen, not played with, and that's how she was raised too. Like her mom was all about perfection and uniformity and stuff. So she would broke the glass and started playing with these toys, and she took them to a school for blind, if I remember right. To let these kids, like, she was like, oh, look at these dolls, like, we can't look at them. So they start playing with them, but the dolls break. Two of the dolls break, so these blind kids are walking around on the floor, putting their hands in broken porcelain. So the real fucked up part starts where she starts...
The end.
So starting about midway through the movie, she starts killing people for the perfect body parts.
And building them.
Building a person out of the perfect body parts. And even throughout the movie, she's even said, like, I know this isn't gonna happen, I just want to make a perfect friend. Mm-hmm. Beautiful, like, perfect wrists. I think she cuts off one guy's neck because she really likes his neck.
What?
Yeah. So it gets all messed up. So then at the end, she's trying to figure out, like, she needs
the door closed.
She needs one more piece, and the last piece she needs is an eye. So what she's
her lazy eye.
No, she cuts out the other eye.
Oh, she cuts out her perfect.
Yeah, so she cuts out her perfect eye because that's her perfect part. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the movie, she's laying there with this corpse, and that she's made of people, and all of a sudden,
she screams at the eye to like look at her, and then like falls down next to it and like is crying and whatever, and like she like is sobbing or whatever, and then the thing like comes to life and like wipes her tears away.
That's fucking creepy.
And it ends credits.
That is fucking creepy.
That's one of the weirder ones that I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, there's always things like Donnie Darko and stuff like that, but
I love
that's
Donnie
Love
Darko.
it.
That is
Do you
like
understand it though?
I do.
Okay. Because I feel like people hate that movie. And then
They hate
won't
it
put
because
the
they
time
don't
in
understand
it.
it. That's the reason
And they're like, I watched it like 6 times and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're not supposed to watch it. You're supposed to enthrall yourself in it. Try to understand it, you know? Fucking try... It's people.
Dude, when that Tears for Fears song at the beginning comes on the radio, it gets them stuck in my head every time. That movie made me love
Not
Tears
Madness?
For Fears. Huh?
Not the Madness song? Or Sad World?
No, I mean that one's good and catchy and like, ominous or whatever.
Mad World, that's it. Sorry,
Mad World, whatever.
But the one that's like...
Oh, God. You know what I always remember from the movie, though, is Sparkle Mad Motion.
Yes. So funny. And then like the dad like has the air blower and is like gets her a little bit as she's going to school. It's just so funny.
Have you seen
we can't go to school today because the floors are covered in feces. What are feces? Dead mice. Seth Rogen's in that movie.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wait, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's the bully.
He's the guy. No, he's a bully. And his friends are a bully. And she's like, they're the ones that tease the Chinese girl.
The Chinese fat girl.
And she's like, shut up. Shut up! And then Seth Rogen's like, go back to China, bitch.
early in his career.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
it's one of his
probably
first ones.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
I wonder if that was before or after, or during Freaks and Geeks.
Before.
I think it was before.
Yeah.
See,
because I mean, Jake Gyllenhaal is like really young in that.
Dude, yeah,
so.
Jake Gyllenhaal is like super young. Have you seen the...
He's a little baby.
Not Donnie Darko, but I think it's D Darko.
No.
Oh, the sequel?
S Darko? S Darko?
No.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
It was such a letdown.
So if you want to ruin
what
Donnie
exactly?
Darko for yourself...
No, what did you say? How do you suck a fuck?
I tried to watch it, but I think I was like halfway through it where I was just
It's about the little girl.
Yeah, the sister.
Grown up and trying to figure out what happened.
What happened to and it's not the same.
It was after Freaks and Geeks got canceled.
Was it really?
Yeah,
What?
Freaks and Geeks got canceled in 2000. Donnie Darko was 2001. And then he was Bob on Dawson's Creek.
Was he really? Wait, go up.
Yeah, right there. Undeclared.
With that's Jay Baruchel as well, I think.
Yeah. He was the
He's the cameraman. Like
40-year-old virgin, and then he just...
Yeah, that's when he took off, was 40-year-old
Knocked
virgin. Because that was like, he played a student in American Dad. Alright, give up.
So he, 2000...
Multi-talented actor, right there.
So...
Yet, doesn't really change that much.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
It only took him 5 years to crack his way into show business.
Yeah, I mean...
Really.
I think he was also doing like comedy and
Stand-up.
stand up for a little while before
And
that, like
improv
from when
or
he was like
something, yeah.
15 and on. So
Yeah. I like him.
I think he's
I've
hilarious.
never gotten tired of him. I know people have before.
Mhm.
But,
I mean,
like
the
This Is
interview.
the
I
End.
got
I haven't seen the interview yet.
You haven't seen the interview yet?
What?
That movie
I also haven't
is...
seen Neighbors.
Although, despite its hype, it's not the greatest movie.
Yeah.
It's not a.
Oh
it's
no,
not
I knew
good.
that. Like it was too hyped to be as good as the hype was leading
The
up to.
Neighbors or interview?
Interview.
I really liked it. I'll defend it day in and day out. Purely because about the time they start singing Firework in that tank, I'm just losing my mind.
Oh,
Which, by the way, is a sentence I didn't think I would be saying today when they started singing Firework in that tank.
Yeah.
Is not something I thought I'd say today.
Something happens and I'm head over heels.
Okay.
That song.
Everybody wants to roll the world.
So good. I'll take my heart, don't break my heart, no. Throw it away.
Is
So
that
Donnie
movie,
Darko, Fight Club.
is that movie considered a mindfuck? I think so.
Donnie Darko?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Inception, I feel like we don't even have to talk about. It's been...
No.
You know, he kind of did the same thing in Interstellar. It's like the same scene.
Is it really?
Yeah, like
where
the-
the world like bends.
Yeah, so like at the end of Interstellar, that you see this world that's a big circle where there's a
I
light
did-
coming through.
Wait.
Yeah.
He's.
No, I mean,
I've never
No,
seen
It's not.
Interstellar.
It's not story based. It's
Okay.
just like at the end, there's a visual where there's a world that's just like this.
Okay.
You know, and then there's a light like shining through it that way. It's like a hub world. It's not really. It's whatever. But it looks exact. It's the same CGI effect as the world coming up in the dream world.
Gotcha.
And I was like, you already did that, bro.
I just don't know if... Like, Interstellar's supposed to be great. Matthew McConaughey, I can't take him serious.
You will. This
You-
movie will change
okay.
your opinion.
Also
After I
Dallas
saw
Buyers Club.
after I
Because-
saw Mud, I could take Matthew McConaughey
Okay.
serious.
Yeah, I never
Lincoln
saw that.
Lawyer.
Lincoln Lawyer, I never saw either. The one thing that I always go back to with Matthew McConaughey is Tropic Thunder, which is always just the...
When he's playing weed.
Makes me happy. He's just talking to Ben
surprised
Stiller,
you
and
didn't
Ben Stiller's like, God, you're a retard.
Or Dazed. I'm surprised you didn't say Dazed and Confused.
All right.
Alright.
So many people will quote that and not know that it's from Days.
This is confused as opposed to...
Alright.
As opposed to... Which stand-up comedian is it that always does that? Kevin Hart? No, that's Kevin Hart when he's talking about his dad.
Dad.
All right.
You're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today. You're
I
gonna
like
learn what
Kevin
a hard
Hart's-
looks like today.
Like grandpa getting in the car and like he has to like put his seatbelt on, you know. You know,
What?
remember that joke? He has a very funny joke about his grandpa like going to the store with his grandpa, even like now, and he like adjusts the mirrors and like puts his like takes forever. Never mind.
Cat Williams though makes me low.
I like
I
his
said that.
joke on.
You just said that. You should feel bad.
I do.
I do actually like his joke on weed when he's talking about it, and he's like, "Weed's got this chemical in it called fuck it." It's like, okay.
God, I feel like while we're not talking about mindfuck movies, there was tons,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and now that we're
Now
talking,
you're trying to think about it.
Well, there's Inception, but we all know that it's a dream within a dream within another dream that was a dream that wasn't a dream.
But water wakes you up.
But yeah.
It's not if you're that deep, it doesn't. Though. If you're like 7 dreams down,
If you're in limbo.
yeah. Then I like that. Movie.
I thought it was a
I
great movie.
hated it the first time I saw it.
Really?
And I rewatched it and then I liked it. I don't know why.
I liked the movie the first time and the second time around. It just I wanted him to get stuck in the limbo world. And I think that's how it ended.
With his wife.
Yeah.
Shutter Island. too.
Remember,
Yeah.
that's what he does. Like he does a little thing and then he walks away, but the thing never. fucking
It starts to
falls.
That's what I
wobble
love.
And
ambiguous endings.
Ambiguous endings.
Like all the Elizabeths are going away, and then one stays, and then darkness.
and roundabout back to Bioshock.
I just love stuff like that, where like, because it leaves it open for discussion. You know,
That's true.
And
the word-
Bioshock was a lot of discussion.
the worst thing that a movie or a game or something could end, and then you could be like, that was good, and then you pop the next game in. You know,
Or
the best thing is that you leave it ambiguous, and then you're like, what did that mean?
You have that
and then you talk about it.
that brief existential crisis afterwards, where your entire existence is just nothingness.
I stood at the I like watched the credits like this.
You were waiting for like a post-credits thing, weren't you? Where you're like, okay, come on, you're gonna give me something.
I did that.
It's like, come
when I
on.
saw it in the theater, I stayed there till like the very, very end because I
That would
seriously
make a
thought that
great
there was going to be
movie.
like a more
False.
False.
Yeah,
Infinite,
like where it
movie.
just.
I feel like that would be awesome.
That would
like a
ruin
Last
it.
of Us.
Then you would know.
They're making a Last of Us
Yeah,
movie.
but
Are
now
they
you're
making
like,
a Last of
In
Us
my mind, that thing's still spinning.
That I know that's how it stayed off in
Because
my
those
head
are
too.
things I need to see.
Well, the Last of Us movie, like, they're still trying to figure out casting right now.
No, I'm sure.
Is The Last of Us a Mindfuck?
Don't know the ending, and please don't say anything.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
playing-
goddamn.
I'm in the middle of playing it, so no.
Oh.
Yes.
I
didn't-
can't wait to talk about Last of Us. I want to blow
Seriously,
up.
the second I beat that game, you're just gonna have like a full podcast just about
Yes,
The
we
Last
are.
of Us.
The
Yes.
Last of Us.
Like a
that's a really good game.
3-year-old spoiler cast.
Alright. Mindfucks.
The last good game that you actually played with the good storyline, single player game, not multiplayer.
Last of Us. How would a multiplayer game have a good storyline?
There's Battlefield 1942, the original one. It's a multiplayer game that has a really good storyline.
Okay.
However, there's a lot of.
Are you starting a new topic now?
No, I'm
Ricky?
not, sorry.